place. You know what I'm saying? I can't even explain that, bro. You know, to even be here, you know, like even podding on the show, you know, made by a brother that I ran back into, man, you know, just by spirit alone. I know I'm lined up with my constellation. So I said, how you do that? So the biggest goal on my mind right now, you know, like thinking about No Rocks Unturned. If I talk about No Rocks Unturned, that means, man, all my stones was cornerstones. The ancestors of the great spirits, ancestors of the great mind, and the philosophy of the black and brown germ, man, the black and brown blood. The black, brown, red, and yellow, the original people, man. To know that knowledge that I'm the indigenous, Aborigine Tyrone Moon, man. And I've been blessed to just follow my constellations, meaning that I was blessed to follow the decisions, the wise decisions that I made through my life, no matter what they may be, even though out of all the scratch and the bruises, out of all the condemnation, the scrutiny, the scandalization, man, I'm here. I'm here to get to tell a great story that might not never get to be untold. Untold. Because I'm hoping to tell it, to make sure that it's not untold. But if don't nobody else tell it
now.
Then it might be the greatest story that need to be told.
Tell it now.
You know, I appreciate that, bro. I'm grateful that you gave me that opportunity. You hear me?
Yes, sir. It's on you.
You know, I did a song a long time ago, you know, by that one I called AC Grade, that called Our Soul is a Teardrop. And if I wanted to, you know, introduce myself to the people, you know, out there in society, I want to introduce myself as that teardrop because, man, real love, you know, Mary J. Blige sung about it, you know, on the 411 album, man. I go back and reflect back at the time that Real Love came out, man. I'm grateful to be a part of that movement, that black movement of that music game, man, with that real love coming through that Mary J. Blige thing, man. You know, y'all know them Tupac and Biggie Small Time, but way before, you know what I'm saying? When it was a little X-Clan and, you know, Brand Nubians, you know, peace to the gods too. Lord Jamal, man, you know I love you, man. So, you know, I scratched that thing saying our soul is a teardrop. So if I wanted to introduce myself, this is the song that I would come in on, seeing that it's Tyrone Moon, you know, the original Dot Moonborn son. Love you, man, mama. Dot Moon, Hail Mary to me. I'm glad to be your black Jesus, baby. I hope you listening to this too. But mama, you know my soul is a teardrop. I done cried many years, mama, through the blood, sweat, and tears that I done shed trying to make us a great family. So this is what I tell my homies, mama, when I'm out here and I'm thinking about you and all my loved ones, and even the brother who sell them in, that's a part of our family, mama. So I say our soul is a teardrop, crying, surviving, fighting for the memories of a lost soldier, reaping teardrops. And we're wilding through the crime scene while the sister plot pain on a ghetto soul. That's a teardrop, the teardrop. Our soul is a teardrop, crying, surviving, fighting for the memories of a lost soldier, reaping teardrops. And we're wilding through the crime scene while the sister plot pain on a ghetto soul. That's a teardrop, the teardrop drop. Yeah, mama, the reason why I said that song like that, mama, and that hook, because I had no choice, mama. You born me to be the son that I became today. I didn't ask to be a revolutionist, mama. I didn't ask to bear the government on my back. You gave me this through your intelligence and through my father's intelligence. So I give y'all all the gratitude in the world for born me and making me a scorpion baby, mama. That's the greatest part of this story. And from now, I tried to follow the best and most righteous path that you asked for me in life, even though I had them 2 scholarships, mama, at the greatest school that ever been in the United States called Benjamin Frank Russell's High School, Benjamin Russell High School, of the greatest slave master of the South, who became a worldwide textile industry distributor, mama. You know the aura with the eagle on it, the blue and red aura. I think all the peoples know that, mama, the sports giant. I came out of his city and his school, mama, with a black liberating mind, mama, that you and my grandma, House to Be Moon, gave me. And I became an educated being because I graduated from this high school with gratitude of the society and with the love of the peoples and also with the love of my family. In the year of 1990, I think that I was the only one out of the projects of this Benjamin Frank Russell, owner of my city, that owned the Russell Athletics Incorporation. I was the only one out of one of his housing design projects to graduate at my time of graduation out of this multi-billion-dollar school. And I walked down the brand new sportplex that they had just built after everybody waited on me to see if I was going to graduate, because I chose not to pass the American history that was taught to me in school because of my grandma's teaching me of my original history from the Aborigines, just like the ones that are in Australia. She told me, she said, Tyrone, baby, whatever you do, just know you the original man because you came from the original people. And this is what I took with me forever, for the rest of my life through the high school system. So I had failed in the 11th and 12th grade, the American history. But I did good in the city history. See, I studied the city history good and the state of Alabama history good, because I knew that was going to be my first ground of movement in order to incorporate myself into an economical and a stability-stated mind setting. But not to make a story out of that, to say that I came out of this multi-billion-dollar school owned by the Russell Incorporation and the greatest slave master of the times of textile dealing with cotton, the greatest slaves ever came out of the South had to come from the hands of this slave owner when it came to picking many amounts of cotton and being treated like real savages if it didn't meet to those standards. Those were my ancestors. So I say that for my grandma to tell me to always know that I was the original man coming from that movement of the transatlantic slave trade. I was caught in emotion then. But from the movement across the Ottoman Empire into the Mexicans, which is called today the United States or North America, the wilderness of North America, and also in South America, Venezuela, and so on, and through the islands that this transportation took place. But man, look at here. I tell y'all, in this great state of Alabama that I grew up in this multi-billion-dollar city and probably one of the wealthiest cities in the United States, because I don't think that was the industry in world sports that was bigger than the Russell Incorporation industry, who still today distribute their raw material of cotton to Nike, Rodale, and so on and so on. And if you're a sports giant, you already know how this go. So I say that for me to be the only one graduating out of my projects of the black students of this school in the year of 1990, I felt like I had something to prove to the city. And what I had to prove to the city was that I was going to show my city love, that it is a possible way to say that even though we didn't come out of the same loins or out of the same womb, that I couldn't love you as my brother and sister like you was my family. So I went and took care of my city, just like I would do my family. And that's how the love came, to where my city started loving me and we love it, everybody in this city back accordingly. And I had a baby brother named Melvin Moon, the greatest Melvin Moon, man. Y'all know him. Give a shout out to Melvin Moon, man. Rest in me, baby boy. I got to tell your story along my story, because, boy, we were yin and yang. You wasn't nothing but a year apart from me, and I carried you everywhere I go, baby, bro. But, boy, when you hit that magic city up there in Birmingham, Alabama, you became the #1 stripper. Huh? Mel Chippendale, man, at Club Tijuana in Hale Crossroad, and also the best DJ at the WIN, WENN, biggest radio station where Shelly Stewart had posted up at, man. All shout outs to Shelly Stewart and Quincy Jones. I know y'all. I see y'all to the road going south. I still got them pictures from you too, Shelly. that you showed Quincy Jones and me inside the home correction facility when you came and visited me, baby boy. And to your son, I love you, young man. You on the picture with me. You know what I'm doing. I'm giving a shout out for our times inside of the incarcerated walls when y'all showed up and made sure I was straight. And I did that performance in that song for y'all and made the prison record it. And you took pictures of me and sent me mines back. I love you, Shelly. So I'm back on Melvin Moon going to the radio station in which Shelley Stewart in Birmingham, Alabama was the most famous radio disc jockey ever came through the state of Alabama in this magic city. The history of Martin Luther King going to Birmingham jail city. My baby brother came behind this Shelley Stewart and they called him Money Mike or Money Mel. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Give a shout out to that boy Melvin Moon, man. And to the greatest strippers, female that ever come through Birmingham, Alabama in the L Crossroad Club, Tijuana, some of the greatest strip clubs. I give a shout out to that girl, baby girl, man. Know I see you. You know I see you, doll. Baby doll, you the only one I ever known, girl. And thank you for your colleagues that when I came to that club and put on my done status, baby, you always treated me like I was as such. So if you still there for me, or anybody know baby doll coming out of these places in Birmingham, Alabama, y'all tell her Tyrone Moon gave her a shout out in his life story. But back to my baby brother Melvin Moon, who they catered to. Y'all know that boy was Mike Tyson. Yeah, and Junior. So y'all know how we move, man. We weren't trying to harm nobody. We were coming to show love, man, in every city that we touched in the state of Alabama, man. Y'all know what's up. And when I hit them incarcerated walls, man, for the first time, man, and I was introduced by the record label called the Confetti Record Labels out of Bessemer, Alabama. Give a shout out to my big cousin, them Confetti Record Labels, man, the best to do it in Birmingham, Alabama, man. Mr. Lowlight Luciano and Big Mike, man. I love y'all, cuz, them Townsend boys. I love y'all, boy. Thank you for introducing me to the rap world, Lowlight Luciano, Big Arlo Townsend. You gave me that soul of teardrop, boy. Thank you for starting me and pushing me on my path to greatness, man. Thank you for being there when I incorporated Southern Thug, man. That movement, man, see us through hate, even real Nubians to hate you give, with that birth sign of a November Scorpion on there, man. You know, a shout out to you, Lowlight Luciano, for that intertwine, that internet news Nubian easily remember, that works independently, nice and easy, man, that one bloodline of all kind, man, showing that brotherly love, man, that incorporated revolutionary love, man, that black liberated love, man. Give a shout out to you, boy. Doing it in Limestone Correctional Facility, man, where that boy Mr. Big Diamond Eye, boy, I love you, rest of me, boy. You know I push you to greatness too, boy, when I told you get out there and then show up for big AC grade nigga Tyrone Moon, man, Alabama boy, man, Alexander City the Don, man. Give a shout out to you, Diamond Eye. Being in that Limestone Correctional Facility, man. Years of 1999. Y'all know what it is. Give Diamond Eye a shout out, man. I also love you, Rich, boy. I got to give a shout out to you, boy, for being in that corner with your brother then when we was at that home correction facility, boy, with your uncle and your baby brother that took that thing for you, boy. When y'all bent that corner and that curve on them boys thinking y'all was sweet, boy, I give a shout out to y'all little fam. This one also go out for Honeycomb Jr., man, Honeycomb Jr. and Honeycomb Brazen, man. Y'all know I established that Somerville movement, man, in that MOB, man. And when I got in them incarcerated wall with these boys, man, I still been the same thing I am today, man, when I'm up here in the FLA. You gotta know I don't play. So I know that, you know, I done became a greater person today, man. Because I ended up at the right place at the right time to tell the world this greatest story that might not never be told by a man. But if today, they could never say it won't be untold. There's more to it. You know how it go. I can't give it all to you. That's just a bite of it, man. Go get it, man. Yeah, go get it, man. It's an exclusive life, man. Lead to your destiny by your faith when you know you faith. That's why, man, I told him I'm going to get this last closing song, man. I got to get y'all this song called I Got Faith That I'm Faith. And I did this one again for Mama Dot Moon, baby. and I say, boom, boom, boom. I got faith. That on faith, I got faith that I blow with them killers. Got faith that I pull them triggers. Got faith that I blow out lines that I kill them on incline. My mind, got faith that I thud and grind. Never cry, never had no mercy. Oh my, with faith if you never had a taste of a hater trying to eat off your plate. That faith, I got faith that I blow with them killers. Got faith that I pull them triggers. Got faith that I blow out lines that I kill them on incline. My mind, got faith that I thug and grind. Never cry, never had no mercy. Oh my. With faith, if you never had a taste of a hater trying to eat off your plate, that's faith. Yeah, you know, just the taste. Then y'all know, man, I got faith and I'm faith. My mama never cried yet, cause her faith never rely in sin. So in the end, yeah, I'm gonna win, cause I gotta give her a dividend. That's faith. That's faith. That's in the verse, man. Shout out to my mama, man. You think I wasn't gonna give it to her? I love y'all, man. No rocks unturned, man. Congratulations to you, young man, for the greatest show ever touched the face of earth, boy. True king. No rocks unturned, man. An episode, man. Greatest story, man, told by Tyrone, man.